The rain crashes down so hard it drowns out the city. Headlights smear across the wet road, horns blare, shoes splash past without slowing. And then a body hits the pavement. A man stumbles near the subway stairs, grabs at the air, and collapses onto the cold concrete. Umbrellas tilt away. People hurry faster. No one stops. A small figure hesitates at the edge of the sidewalk. The girl's shoes are soaked through, her thin jacket heavy with rain. Water runs down her face, mixing with something warmer, fear maybe. But she steps forward anyway. She kneels beside the man, ignoring the traffic, ignoring the looks. He lies still, rain tapping against his closed eyes, his breath shallow, uneven. "Sir," she says softly, her voice almost lost in the storm. "Sir, wake up." She presses her small hands against his shoulder. He's cold. Too cold. She shrugs off her jacket and drapes it over his chest, even though it leaves her shivering. Her hair sticks to her forehead in tight curls, rain dripping from the ends. She wipes his face with the sleeve of her shirt, gentle, careful, like she's afraid of breaking him. People pass. Someone mutters, "Call someone else." Someone laughs nervously and keeps walking. The girl looks up once, searching faces, but no one meets her eyes, so she looks back down at the man. "Please," she whispers, "you can't sleep here." His fingers twitch. A faint sound escapes his lips. She exhales, relief shaking through her body. She stays there, crouched over him, using her small frame to shield him from the rain. A car splashes water onto the curb, soaking her legs. But she doesn't move. As she adjusts the jacket, something glints at his wrist. A watch, heavy and expensive, catching light even through the rain. His shoes, though muddy now, are polished, not worn, not cheap. She notices, but she doesn't ask questions. Grown-up things don't matter to her. Only this moment does. "Help is coming," she says, though she hasn't called anyone. "You just have to stay awake." The man's eyes flutter open, confused, distant. They land on her face, and he frowns slightly, as if trying to understand how someone so small could be here, holding him together. His lips part, but no words come out. "You fell," she explains simply. "I didn't let you get wet." A siren wails somewhere far away. The rain eases, just a little, like the city is holding its breath. The man blinks again, his gaze softening, fixing on her with something close to disbelief. She doesn't know his name. She doesn't know his world. She only knows that when everyone else walked past, she stopped. And she doesn't know that the man she's shielding from the rain owns buildings taller than her dreams. Morning arrives quietly, like it's afraid to disturb him. The rain is gone, leaving the street washed and pale, puddles catching pieces of sky. The man wakes on a narrow clinic bed, the smell of antiseptic in the air. His head throbs. His throat is dry. For a moment, he thinks he dreamed her. He sits up slowly. The chair beside the bed is empty. No small jacket folded there. No wet curls. No soft voice telling him not to sleep. A nurse notices he's awake and hands him a paper cup of water. "You're lucky," she says. "Someone stayed with you in the rain, wouldn't leave." "Who?" he asks, his voice rough. The nurse shrugs. "A kid, I think. She left before the ambulance came." The word kid settles in his chest, heavy. He stares at his hands, still trembling slightly, and for the first time in years, he feels something crack open inside him. By noon, he's back on the street where it happened. The sidewalk looks ordinary now, dry concrete, people scrolling phones, life rushing forward like nothing ever stops. He stands there longer than he should, scanning faces. No one looks like her. He asks a vendor by the subway stairs. "There was a girl here last night, about this tall." He gestures low. The man barely looks up. "Plenty of kids around here," he says. "You mean the black girl? Lives nearby, I think. Always helping someone." Always helping someone. The words follow him as he walks. Across town, the girl sits on the edge of a narrow bed, tying her shoes. The room is small, paint peeling, a single window letting in weak light. A pot simmers on a hot plate. She checks on her little brother, sleeping under a thin blanket, then grabs her bag. She doesn't tell anyone about the man in the rain. Some things feel private, like prayers. They meet again 2 days later. She's standing outside a corner shop, counting coins in her palm, when a familiar voice speaks behind her. "Hey!" She turns. It's him. Clean now, different jacket, same eyes. For a second, she freezes, unsure if she's in trouble. "You're okay," he says quickly, lowering himself to her level. "I just wanted to say thank you." She shrugs, uncomfortable. "You were cold." "That jacket," he says gently. "It was yours." She nods. "I have another." He watches her carefully. The way she stands like she's ready to run. The way she guards her space. "Why did you help me?" he asks. She looks at him like the answer is obvious. "Because you needed it." He pulls out his wallet without thinking. She notices and steps back. "No," she says, firmer now. "I don't do it for that." The word that stings more than she knows. He closes the wallet, embarrassed, something twisting in his chest. He's signed checks larger than her whole world, yet he's never felt poorer than he does in this moment. They talk carefully. He tells her his name is Daniel. He doesn't tell her what he owns. She tells him her name is Amina. She doesn't tell him how hard nights can get. As they part, he watches her walk away, small against the city, and realizes he's afraid. Afraid to tell her the truth. Afraid she'll see him differently. Because for the first time, someone saw him when he had nothing. And he doesn't know how to carry that secret much longer. The truth comes out on a day that starts like any other. The sky is clear, almost kind, as if the city is giving Amina a break. She is walking fast, her bag bouncing against her side, when people begin to slow down around her. Phones lift, cars stop. A long black vehicle glides to the curb, silent and expensive. She pauses, confused. Men in suits step out first, then cameras, then Daniel. He looks different today, not because of his clothes, but because of the way everyone else looks at him, with respect, with distance, with awe. Someone whispers his name, someone else says it louder. Amina hears it, pieces clicking together in her mind like broken glass finding shape. Her chest tightens. She takes a step back as he approaches, smiling in relief when he sees her. But her eyes are no longer soft, they're guarded, hurt. "You lied," she says quietly. Daniel stops. The world around them fades. No engines, no voices, just the space between them. "I didn't want to be that man with you," he says. "I wanted to be the one you helped." She swallows. "You already were." For a moment, neither speaks. Then her bag slips from her shoulder and falls open. Papers scatter across the sidewalk. A hospital notice. A school letter stamped overdue. Daniel kneels to pick them up, his hands shaking. "I wasn't hiding to trick you," he says, his voice breaking. "I was hiding because I forgot how to be human. And you reminded me." Amina's eyes burn. "I didn't save you for this," she says. "I didn't save you so you could feel better about yourself." "I know," he replies. "That's why it mattered." She looks at the car, the men, the cameras, then back at him. "I don't want charity." "Then don't take it," he says softly. "Take opportunity, take safety, take time." Her silence stretches. The city waits. Later, the rain comes back, gentle this time. Amina sits in a classroom that smells of clean paper and chalk. Her brother laughs on a playground where no one tells him to move along. Daniel sits alone in his office, staring at a small, worn jacket folded on his desk, the one she never asked back for. They don't become a headline. They don't become a miracle story. They become something quieter, truer. Amina learns that help doesn't erase strength. Daniel learns that wealth without presence is just noise. And the city keeps moving, unaware of the moment it almost missed. Sometimes the richest lives are changed by the smallest acts, and the bravest truth is choosing to be